Welcome back to the Tropical Update. It's Tuesday, September 19th. I'm Tom. I'll be guiding you through graphics. We're going to be talking about Hurricane Marie. It's a Cat 5 and it's moving toward the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. We'll also be talking about Hurricane Jose and what impacts it's going to have on the east coast of the U.S. First, let's look at Maria, and at 11 p.m. it was right over Dominica, and winds were 160 miles an hour. The pressure was 924 millibars, and it was moving west-northwest at 9 miles an hour. They expect this speed and the 160 mile an hour winds pretty much to not change. There could be a slight even increase in the strength of the hurricane. And here are some winds. This is at midnight, and you can see Guadeloupe has got some gusts up to 52 miles an hour. Also, St. Kitts was getting around 25. So there is some pretty good winds with Maria, and they're just going to get stronger in that area. And here are the watches and warnings. Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, St. Kitts, they're all under a hurricane warning. Dominican Republic, they've put up a tropical storm warning. And right there, right near Haiti, is a tropical storm watch. But these will probably be upgraded as the hurricane moves. Here is our cone, and they are showing on this track that it's going to stay a major hurricane, probably at least a Cat 4. It may just keep its Cat 5 status. Really depends on how it interacts with the mountains that are in Puerto Rico. If it makes a direct hit over Puerto Rico, could weaken a little bit. Here is our spaghetti models, and they're showing that once it gets just past Dominican Republic, that is, that it's going to make a northern turn. And we'll have to see about this. They've not really pushed it much further west, the models, the last few runs, but we'll have to watch. And here is the rain forecast. And Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands very well could get anywhere from 18 to 24 inches of rain. That's not out of the question. Again, Puerto Rico has some pretty high mountains, and that can be a very big problem with flash flooding and mudslides and other problems when you have that much rain. Here's a picture of Maria. It looks very well. You can see it's right there in the island chain, and the convection near the center is good. The eye is pronounced, and the feeder bands look very well. So it's very much a Cat 5 hurricane just looking at it. Now here is some mountains. This is in Puerto Rico. This particular mountain is 4,300 feet. So that could interact with Maria if it goes directly over the island. The next one, here's another mountain. This one here is 3,900 feet. That's in Puerto Rico. So that could be a problem. Somebody asked me, does it ever snow in Puerto Rico? And the answer is no. The lowest temperature they've ever recorded is 39 degrees, and there was never any snow in Puerto Rico. This is the 2-day, and I'm just basically showing you this, showing you where Jose is and where Maria is. Well, let's pull up the data for Jose. There it is. And it was 235 miles east of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. Winds were 75 miles per hour, and its central pressure was 975 millibars, and it's moving to the north at 8. Earlier today, it was stationary. I guess it was just taking a rest, but it's back to its northerly track at 8 miles an hour. Next up is our cone, and they're showing this that it's going to be making sort of a loop way out near probably the Wednesday time frame, and they're thinking it's just sort of going to meander around that area probably for a few days. Here's our spaghetti models, and they show that turn to the northeast and then just sort of make a loop, and it's actually, they're thinking it's just going to sort of stall out there and meander around. Now here's our watches and warnings. We have no warnings up other than tropical storm warnings, and those are from Newport over to like Nantucket, and Long Island, they just have tropical storm watch as of now. Next up, we're going to look at the wave heights. It's been a great wave producer. Looking at the coast, say Hatteras, they've been getting right around 12-foot waves, and now those are spreading on north all the way up near Long Island. They're getting right at 10 feet. And here's something I wanted to show you. This is the spaghetti model for Maria. Take a good look at the northern part of it where it ends, up there near North Carolina, right in that area. And now I want you to look at the next one, and this is the one for Jose. What some of the people have been thinking is that it's possible if Jose meanders around long enough in that area that Maria could actually catch up to Jose. So that's just something we're going to have to watch, and that's very interesting if that would happen. And here is a new wind thing I just got, and Guadeloupe has got more wind now. It's looks like 59 mile an hour winds. In fact, I'm looking at live data there. Yep, they actually had a 59 mile an hour gust. And here is our beach forecast for Myrtle Beach and up into North Carolina. And they have dropped the warnings. Actually, the gray is low. The yellow, they will still want you to only go out if there is a lifeguard. So they're still having problems there. And here is our UV index. It's around 8 in Myrtle Beach and 7 a little further north. So 15 to 20 minutes without any protection, you could get a sunburn. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, and we appreciate all our viewers. And we're going to be watching as Maria makes it toward the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Hopefully they've got all their preparations finished, because the conditions will be going downhill very soon. Well, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.